Welcome to my YouTube channel, Family Drama Files. Please like, share, subscribe for more emotional videos.
She said she loved me until life became difficult. When I was lying in the ICU, fighting for every breath, she ignored every call. No visit, no message, no goodbye. I survived alone. She thought my silence meant I was defeated. She never imagined that silence was where I rebuilt everything. She believed she had been destroyed. Stay until the end, because what happened next proved that patience always outlasts betrayal. Everyone believes betrayal comes with shouting and anger. Mine came with complete silence. The doctors told me the next 24 hours would decide whether I lived or died. Friends called her. Nurses tried to reach her. Even distant relatives begged her to visit just once. She never came. Days passed. My phone stayed empty. No message. No flowers. No apology. At first I was broken. I kept asking myself what I had done to deserve being abandoned when I needed someone the most. But after weeks in recovery, I realized something important. I could spend the rest of my life chasing someone who had already chosen to leave. Or I could quietly become someone she would never recognize again. I chose silence. I stopped explaining myself. I stopped asking questions. I stopped looking back. Every morning became another chance to rebuild. I focused on my health. I worked harder than ever before. I learned new skills. I invested my time instead of wasting it on anger. While everyone expected revenge, I built a future no one could take away. Months turned into years. The people who once ignored me started noticing the changes. My career grew. My confidence returned. The life that looked completely destroyed slowly became stronger than it had ever been. Meanwhile, her world started falling apart. The people she trusted disappeared when life became difficult. Promises were broken. The same silence she once gave me became the silence surrounding her. She reached out after years, hoping I would reopen the door she had closed. I never shouted. I never insulted her. I simply wished her well and continued walking forward. That single moment hurt more than any argument ever could, because she finally understood that some opportunities never return. Some people forgive but never go back. She expected revenge. She expected anger. She expected me to beg for answers. Instead, she watched the person she abandoned become someone who no longer needed her approval. That was the real consequence of betrayal. Not losing an argument, not losing money, but losing someone who once would have done anything for you. The greatest victory is not destroying another person. It is refusing to let betrayal destroy you. That is how silence became my loudest answer. Some people believe revenge is making someone suffer. Real victory is building a life so peaceful that the people who hurt you can only watch from a distance. Loyalty should never be taken for granted, because once it dies, trust rarely returns. Patience is not a weakness. It is quiet strength that changes everything. Protect your peace. Protect your self-respect. Never chase those who willingly walked away.